Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a crash course on the 4-4-2 offense. 4-4-2 offense can become any formation. And as we'll see, we play the 4-4-2 defense, so the starting point will be a 4-4-2 offense, but you'll see that it can morph into any formation. Okay, so a couple things. On the build out, the space is against a 4-2-3-1, which is our common opponent. The space is outside and the area to the sides of their single nine. We need to exploit this. Whenever you play against any formation, you need to test the weakness of the formation first before you go after its strength. So this is the space we want to get the ball to on the build out. If we can't go into here or over the top, of course, because the best line to break is look to break lines, but the best line to break is the last line. That's how we score goals. But we may have to break the frontal lines first to draw them in to then go over. Okay. So if you look currently, we don't have a player in this space, right? So we could get the 4 could move closer, right? And the 5 could do this, right? Okay, to occupy those spaces. Don't be afraid to get the ball and drive into those spaces, right? And then you'll see a diamond will naturally form. You have to beat the 9 out there. So right off the get-go, we look to form diamonds on the build-out, okay? And now you have this 7 in a 4v1 if you act quickly, okay? And you position yourself. This would be, if you position yourself here, watch, he plays, and then look, he's easily closed down. So we work on these in our rondos. Our up rondo is to be able to break that line. So when he comes, you can either drive forward or you can play forward to the top of the diamond. And then look, this is like our up rondo, okay? So that's one way, is the 5s occupy that space, okay? The 5 and the 4. Okay, another idea that you guys can utilize to break out and to build out against a 4-2-3-1 is the old-fashioned 6 can drop in, which can push your 4-5 and your 2-3 higher, right? Okay, he just drops in, and now we have a line of 3 versus a line of 1, right? You play to him, he wants to press him, and then he simply slips the ball out. And if the 11 wants to challenge, we just slip it out to the 2. And then we break the line to our 7-11, right? That gets half turned. Okay, so that's another way, the 6 dropping in. Another way is the 6 or the 8, okay, can simply drop into the space himself. Drop into the space, okay? And now, again, when you play here, you draw the coverage of the 9 over, and you can simply play it out to the 6 in that space that was previously unoccupied. It's going to draw the attention, and we know from our rondos, you draw the attention so that you can play to an open man and slip it past him and beat this guy. You don't want to play it early. You play it early, and he's closed down. You want to bring in the pressure and then slip it out, and then break the line inside and overlap or whatever you want to do from there, okay? So these are some easy ways. If they continue to keep the high line, and we do get it in here, and they have a high line, we do slip it in. If, like, right now, the play, if this is all constricted, you don't need to be a hero here, right? You've already got the team beat. Play it into the channel for us to run onto. You've already got them beat when you get it there if it's a high line. If they drop the line and there's plenty of space, okay, that's a different story. Now you can't play over the top, right? This is what we really need to understand, gentlemen. Now there's plenty of space. Now the play is to the 10, because if you try to play it to the deep, it's going to be big. Okay, so you have to recognize the game situation, how compact their line is, and where the space is. High line, the space is over the top. a strung out line, the space is in the middle, okay? Okay, so one more thing on this, the way this operates is our 7 and 11 generally are gonna operate as 10s, half space wingers, okay? Our, if I can bring this back, sorry. They're going to be half space wingers. Their width is going to come a lot of times from the fullbacks. They're going to get disconnected, which is why the 6 and 8 come in handy, because they're double pivot. They can drop into those spaces to cover for them on a counterattack too. Okay, so we really want these 7 and the 11 to act as extra 10s, sometimes wingers, and the 9, 10 as strikers and sometimes 10s, right? And so it's important that we understand that. The 6, 8 are to hold defensively. Because we're kind of bombing these fullbacks out wide and deep, the 6, 8 have to hold, gentlemen, when we're attacking. This is an attacking concept. They have to hold. And then we'll always have a strong 4 when we're attacking on any kind of counterattack. You can see these guys. Even if everyone else is attacking, right? We still have 4. And we don't, if they dump the ball on a counter to here, it's no worries. This is not a dangerous area, okay? Not a dangerous area. We just delay. The 8 can go after them. If the 8 can't get there, then we rotate. We rotate, okay? It's very simple with those 4, okay? On the counter, all right? That's all for the basics of a way to build out and to stop counters, okay, while we're on offense. Because that's when you stop the counter, is ahead of time, gentlemen, before they get the ball. You always have to be ready for it.